हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन। मैं चंदा दुर्गानी आज एक नए गेस्ट के साथ हर बार की तरह। और आज हमारे साथ है जयेश एंड ही इज इन यूएसए नाउ एंड बेसिकली इंडिया से है। तो हम जानेंगे आज उनकी लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में। कैसे वो कैबिन क्रू में आई मीन ही वाज वर्किंग एज अ कैबिन क्रू एंड देन हाउ हिज लाइफ चेंज्ड। सो he'll be sharing his life journey with us and let's move on. Hi, Hare Krishna. How are you?
Hi- Hare Krishna Chanda, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So today we start with your introduction. Yeah. So we start with your introduction now. Can
Okay.
we know where are you, where are you based now, your name and all that?
So, my name is Jayessh Awtani, and I'm based out of Massachusetts in United States. I live in a suburb called Franklin, which is like 40 minutes from Boston. I've been in the United States since 2009. Uh, Settled here since 2009. I have a young family, live with my wife and an 8-year-old son. His name is Sage. In fact, I just got back from his soccer game right now, like 10 minutes ago. Uh, so, yeah, I've been on this earth since 1984. And so I'm 40 years old now. And so, yeah, I had a great childhood, worked as a cabin crew since I was 20, I guess. So, not sure what was I thinking when I decided to become a crew, but yeah, I worked for like 4.5 years before I decided I would move to the United States. So it was a great journey, and I think if someone tells me to go fly today as well as a crew, I'm more than happy to pack my bags and do that. They always say, once a crew, always a crew. So till today, if I take a flight, I just feel so good about it
Okay. So
because
you
you know
remember,
the surroundings.
yeah.
Yeah, you remember things. You're very familiar to the aircraft that you're flying. And then, if I'm flying with my son, then I tell him, oh, I did this. And so it's good memories. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
basically you were based in Bombay, right?
I was born and brought up in Bombay. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So, as much as I knew, you've been a very naughty boy since childhood. And how
oh,
did
very,
this great idea come to, be a cabin crew?
so the great idea, it was actually my mom's dream to be an air hostess when she was growing up. Things were different back home in India that time. So I was like, यार पता नहीं अपनी ख्वाहिश पूरी होगी कि नहीं पर चलो मम्मी की तो कर ही देते हैं and being a naughty kid I was not that good in studies to be honest and uh, I had one advantage. I thought I used to look very handsome that time and I was tall, handsome, so I was like, let's take that into your advantage and see where you can uh, get in life. So luckily I used to live in a building where we had a lot of Jet Airways employees and it was really helpful to see people. There were pilots, there were crews, there were a lot of safety instruct trainers and all. So I used to see them in and out. So I was like, yeah, this is very fascinating, wearing a uniform and going in. At that time, it was a very privileged job. It was uh, very hard to get in at that time. And they used to treat us well at that time. I don't know much about it now, but we were well taken care of. So it was like a privileged job at that time.
Okay, so how does it start? Because once upon a time, even I had I was doing tours and travels, but unfortunately, due to some things which happened in my I got unwell. So the course which I was doing, I couldn't finish it and then I just skipped it. So basically you have a certain, requirements to be a cabin crew, was it? तो क्या था कुछ course होता है? Of course, the look and the height and all is also a requirement, as much as I know.
So I think, yeah, looks and height were the requirement. Again, I'm not connected to the industry now, how it works in India. So I really don't know much. But that time, yes, you had to be a certain height, you had to be a certain weight. And I remember I was grounded once because I was overweight also, so I had to lose weight to get on a flight.
Okay.
While I was flying, yeah, I was grounded because I was overweight, and I had a friend who helped me losing weight by making sure his dog ran behind me, and that's how I lost weight. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so course, I don't know if it is required because the course can help you groom a little bit, but what they teach you when you get selected is very different. Every company, I'm sure, teaches you as per their brand standard. So that is very different. But yes, there's a lot to study. There's a lot to study. And for someone who has always been a backbencher to study that whole book in 2 months, I think that was the proudest moment for me when I was studying in life, I guess. As in, I was able to pass that safety course with flying colors was like, so it's like, when it comes on you, you'll always do it.
Yeah.
That's how it is, yeah.
And which airlines were you
Uh,
working for?
so I don't want to name them because they're both shut now.
Okay. No
They
issues.
don't operate, they don't operate anymore. Uh, so yeah, I'm sure people who listen will know which airlines it will be. So
Okay.
yeah.
See, as long as we know a handsome young man who has worked there and he's giving us an interview, that's more than important for us now.
No, 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 no. It's my honor I never thought someone will call me and tell me that, oh, we need to record you. So I'm glad.
Okay, so Infinite Inspiration actually does that. We take appointments from people who never thought that they would be interviewed ever. हम लोग का टारगेट वही
Oh,
होता है कि
nice.
जिन्होंने कभी सोचा नहीं था हम उनको ही शेक इन करने आ जाते हैं उनकी लाइफ स्टोरी जानने के लिए.
No,
Idea
that's
behind the show is that only because one fine day I was just sitting and often people ask me, "Ki, do something where you can inspire." Because with my journey, people got inspired. So they said, you should do something. So I said, if my story can inspire people, then everybody has a story, right? Everybody is doing something
oh
which
yeah,
is remarkable. But we don't know our
absolutely.
potentials. I always thought that, okay, I'm just, हमको सबको ऐसे लगता है कि we don't know, we have not done much in life. But when we actually share our story, when people see it from their point of view, that is
There's
where,
always,
yes,
yeah,
that is where you really know that you've done something in life.
done something. Yeah, maybe you can connect with one person and, maybe
Yes.
that helps changing their life. It
Yeah.
it works out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
That's the
because,
whole.
yeah, because if you remember, I was like always a quiet soul and,
Yeah, yeah,
better.
absolutely.
So now when I talk, so people like, oh, really? You talk so much? I say, yeah, I have to.
Yeah,
And it's a
yeah. I
talk.
think it's a talk show, and I think it's always good to talk because it helps you connect with a lot of people,
Yes.
and it overcomes any insecurity or any,
Yeah.
it brings confidence in you when you talk to different people and you connect with people.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It helps
So
you grow.
I yeah, because you learn a lot. You
Yeah.
never know who you're talking to and what you can learn from that particular person.
Right.
On so there's always one point I personally feel कि हर बंदे से जब आप बात करते हो या कनेक्ट करते हो तो आप एक तो अच्छी चीज सीखते ही हो अगर आपको सीखना है.
Definitely. Even I believe the same.
Yeah. So
And
like you could probably watch a particular, say, your favorite sports person, your favorite actor. You probably watch their interview. वो हाफ एन आवर में जरूरी नहीं है कि वो पूरा इंटरव्यू अच्छा हो, बट उसमें से एक चीज वो शायद पर्टिकुलर पर्सन बोल देगा जिसके साथ आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, एंड यू कुड स्टार्ट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एंड इट वुड help you change.
absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree with you because I also feel the same, what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when it started, all right, the cabin crew journey, how did you
That's the.
feel?
I think it was. I still feel that any job in which you have to wear a uniform
Hmm.
is a great job. As in, the reason being wearing a uniform is, I think it brings a sense of discipline in your life, and it brings a sense of responsibility. So, looking good and being handsome and everything and tall is one part of the crew life. But the real life is, you're flying with 180 passengers, जिसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपके ऊपर है और दो पायलट्स के ऊपर है जो एयरक्राफ्ट फ्लाई कर रहे हैं. Because anything can happen.
Right.
Okay, anything can happen, and God forbid nothing has happened ever on my flight, but anything can happen, and you have to be prepared for it, and that is what they actually train you for. Uh, ठीक है, there's skin routine. There is, you want to look good every time. You have to have that smile, be courteous, which is 1% of the job, to be honest. But the 90% of your job is you have to be ready in case if there's any emergency. You could have a pregnant lady on board.
Hmm.
You could have a emergency landing, and you have to be prepared. You have to evacuate. There's a fire on flight. So 1% is looking good, but 90% is you carry the responsibility. The 4 crew members and the 2 pilots who are flying are actually carrying the responsibility of 180 passengers who are flying with you on that particular day.
Okay. So,
So
have you had any experiences which you still remember, good or a bad one?
So I've always had good experience. I've never had bad experience. There was only one, I could say, a scary feeling kind of a thing that happened. I was flying out of Srinagar, and I was on the back of the aircraft. And I had 4 people who came on that particular flight together, but they all sat at 4 different places and they looked a little off. So I was like, "Aaj to gaye bhai."
So,
But
पूरे समय डर लगा होगा.
yeah, till the time I didn't land in Bombay, I was like, boss, Hanuman Chalisa I was reading.
Okay.
So that
And
that that was the scariest part. Yeah.
yeah, because see, we all travel a lot, right? I've traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Because, तो हर तरह के लोग होते हैं. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो आपको बेवजह परेशान करते हैं. कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं really kind and humble. I mean,
Yeah.
I would always try my best that even if they're cabin crew, so what? It doesn't mean that you
Yeah.
have to keep calling them or troubling them. Okay, you need something genuinely is fine. But I see people who just love to trouble them. How is your experience that way? मजा आता है उनको सताने के लिए.
No, as in, again, there are a few people that I still remember who would not eat anything or drink anything and would say कि यार हमको कुछ भी चाहिए, हम आपके पास से आके लेके जाएंगे. तो कोई लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं और कोई ऐसे भी होते हैं हर 2 मिनट के बाद घंटी बजाते हैं. But that's okay, that's a part and parcel of our job. We can't lose our cool. That's why we are there, right?
Right.
So if we lose our cool, then unnecessary there's a possibility of another emergency happening, which is not required just because a passenger is ringing a bell every 2 minutes. So that's fine, as in it's part and parcel. You meet some good guests, and you carry their memories, and you meet some not so good guests and passengers, and you carry their memory as well.
Okay. So, did you ever think in your childhood that you will be a cabin crew? I know you said that it's
No,
a dream
never,
come true
never, never.
because your mom had it. But खुद को ऐसा हुआ था कि other than, कि देखो मैं तो सच में cabin crew बन गया, like.
No, few people would have said, "Oh, I'll become a doctor or an engineer." Every person would have, "I want to be a cricketer," because, uh, and that's what it was for me. As in, all day, all night, I would just play cricket, and I was like, I want to become Tendulkar.
अच्छा, तो तेंदुलकर से
So it
मिला कि नहीं
was
कभी?
Tendulkar se mila nahi hai, but I've seen a
On
lot of
flight.
matches live.
नहीं नहीं
No,
ऑन
I've
फ्लाइट।
I've seen a lot of on flight. No, never.
अच्छा।
So yeah, everyone at that age, it's just I think you just have to be open with what life throws at you, and take it what comes your way. And I think that's what I did. I never said no to any work that came in my life since I understood, you have to start making money and you have responsibilities and everything. So I think yeah, everything that came my way, I never said no, because every work actually, taught me something and made me more humble in life and kept me grounded throughout. So, so it has been a good journey overall.
Okay. So now you're based in US. So what are you working there as?
So I work for a hospitality company, Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, and I I'm into management with them. And I've been with them since 2016,
Okay.
and yeah, it's been good so far.
Okay.
Uh, COVID was bad because of hospitality industry suffering a lot. But yeah, still have a job, so
So
it's okay.
how
It's been
how's
good.
how's this experience? I'm sure it's like a काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा सिमिलर हो जाता है ना, क्योंकि क्रू का भी यही होता है ना, वे हॉस्पिटैलिटी ये भी वही टाइप हो गया। सो यू वुडंट बी मिसिंग इट दैट मच, राइट?
Uh, See, when you're flying, you're in the forefront, right? Here, I'm not in the front. I'm in the back end of the thing. So
ओके।
uh, I don't have that much guest interaction.
ओके।
Uh, but in my initial stages, I used to have it, and it was nice. As in, you talk to people again. Hospitality back in India is very different compared to hospitality in America. In India, hospitality is truly where how they say Atiti Deva Bhava is what they show, what they practice, and that's how it is. In America, it is uh, more simple and more casual. They don't go above and beyond, or there's no, as in, I haven't yet had a wow experience here. As in, after traveling so much, I wouldn't say there has been an experience where in hospitality someone gave me that kind of a service where I felt, oh wow, you know, yeah. If you stay at a five-star hotel, also you still have to go to the vending machine, put your money, and get the bottle of water. Uh, there's no room service. If there
ओके।
is, the
इज इट?
yeah. So yeah, it is not like how you will have it in India, where every day in the morning the buffet breakfast is like spread,
ओके।
right? Like it is crazy. Uh, Here you get the same thing. You get egg, you get sausage, you probably get one more meat and some waffle. That is the standard breakfast everywhere they serve. And if you go into a five-star hotel, they even probably charge you for breakfast. There's no free breakfast.
ओके।
So the hospitality is very different because they are in the business of providing you a comfortable room, a nice coffee, and comfortable and a clean room and a nice coffee. So there's no above and beyond after that. So you check in, that's it.
ओके।
So it is very different than what I did in airline as a crew, uh, but it is what it is.
ओके। ओके। सो
So
if
yeah.
somebody asks you like would you how would you differentiate the life in India and in America? Because I have stayed abroad. Whenever I was abroad, I missed India a lot. Although you have all kinds of facilities, sab kuch hai, life is easy abroad, everything. But that touch of India, you miss that a lot. The
So,
pani puri, the chaat and all that, even if you get it there. But the
see,
desi touch is missed.
yeah. So, okay, food has always been like a big part of me, as in I'm a very big foodie. Uh, After moving to Massachusetts, I miss Indian food a lot, like the taste of India. But when I was in New York, I never missed it. New York would cater to all your needs, as in
Okay.
if if you feel like eating a Bombay style sev puri or a Bombay sandwich also, there's this particular place I used to go to, and it was, I wouldn't say 80% it satisfied your taste buds. Boston is little hard with, it's not that you don't get Indian food, it's just the taste is very different because you have a lot of people from the southern part of India who are based here. It is not like very multicultural like New York. So the
Okay.
food is catered as per their taste buds a lot. But again, I love dosa and I love idli. I can survive on them, so no problem. But uh, I don't miss India in any other way. As in, it's just the food which is okay. As in, But besides that, I don't miss anything about India. Not that. So I say that's my mother country and this is my work country. And the love and respect for both the countries is the same. But uh, I like it here. I think US gave me an identity of who I am and brought a very drastic change in my life, which helped me grow a lot here. Uh, so my favorite will always be the United States.
Okay. So you got married in US or you got married in India?
I got married in US.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
American तो
got
नहीं ढूंढ
married.
ली ना?
No, no, she's a Punjabi. She's a Sikh.
You're enjoying the parathas, right, at home?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
love the aloo paratha. Love the butter chicken.
With makhan, with butter on top.
Yeah, yeah. So not butter on top, but yeah, I love the butter chicken and I like aloo paratha. There's no
Okay.
uh, butter chicken is like a staple for me and my son. Like we can eat it 365 days.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
how about your son? Like, is he getting the upbringing of both the cultures? Like, I mean the lifestyle of India का touch and the America कि वो वहीं का काफी कुछ सीख रहा है. उसको इंडिया के बारे में कुछ पता है या you know?
No, he's very so every year we have one grandparent. 1 year my grandparent mother would come and 1 year her parents would come. So we have 6 months in a year where we have grandparents at home
Okay.
from either side. Uh, so that helps a lot, and I personally like it when there is an elder at home. It helps a lot, as in we are relaxed. We know that if we want to go somewhere, we can leave it with our parents, and there's nothing to worry about. And plus, it helps him to communicate and learn uh, different things about India. As in, he loves India. As in, you ask him, he say, I love India." As in, he
Mm-hmm.
loves Indian food. He loves Indian food, and he eats everything. With When it comes to Indian food, he'll eat everything.
Okay. Great. Great.
He watches Hindi movies with me, and he doesn't understand. He understands Hindi, but he can't talk. He's trying now
He's
because he's
trying.
like, if I go to it, yeah, I have a nephew who's 3 years old, so he's like, when I go, I can talk to him. So he's trying. He tries a lot,
Hmm. Okay.
but yeah.
So he is basically combo
So
both the cultures. India का भी
yeah,
और America भी.
so see, he will always have the American culture, but
Mhm.
we always want to make sure that whichever culture he wants to follow, he can. But It should be the upbringing should be done in the right way. Eventually, till the time they are in home with us, till the time they become an adult, I think it is important to give them a correct upbringing. And I
Absolutely.
think till now, I think me and my wife, we have done a great job with them.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah. So now, if somebody wants to choose to be a cabin crew, so I think we should get suggestions from you or not.
As in it, to each to its own. Hospitality industry in general is a very vast industry. And see, I can tell you about hotels now, and because I've been in the hotel industry since 2009. That is one industry where if you don't have great education also, right? You don't have masters, you have bachelors or your high school. Uh, you can start from zero and be a bellboy, be a chef, be a dishwasher guy, be a housekeeper. Doesn't matter if you are having that willingness to learn. You could become a hotel general manager in a quick span if you learn. Because there's no rocket science to it, right? This
Yes.
is one industry. This is one industry where technology has not come in and changed a lot. The only difference in the technology part is, in the initial stages, they would do the check-in and check-out on a notebook kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have computer systems, and every brand has their own system. But I met so many people in my company also who were housekeepers. They were cleaning rooms in initial stages, and they worked hard and they became a general manager. So assuming uh, a minimum wage employee in today's time in mass is like $15 an hour. वहां से you become a general manager, which gets almost up to 100,000. Is a big jump. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it takes years, but if you have the ability to learn and grow, it can change your life. And I'm just saying the basic part of it. Baki, rest is up to every individual how he wants to take his life forward. But hotel industry is one industry where you don't need much education. All you need is a discipline, a routine, and willingness to learn.
Yeah. So
And
you.
I'm talking about here. I don't know how it is in India, because I know in India people do hotel management courses, and recruitment is very willingness to learn, and I think you can grow.
Okay. So here, when you said that people start from, being a bellboy to they become a manager or something. So what I want here to let people know is that see, we all have challenges in life, right? People, सबको क्या लगता है कि आप एक ही दिन में सब कुछ हासिल करोगे. This doesn't happen in any field. As much as I know about my
It,
life and listening
it
to your life, people just want everything in one day. It doesn't happen that way, right? So what do you want to point out when people
yeah.
क्या कर उनको बता रहा हूँ ये कि मेहनत तो करनी पड़ती है. सब कुछ एक ही दिन में आप हासिल नहीं कर पाते. You also started, right?
See, I started at very young age. I started working at the age of probably 16, I remember,
Okay.
when I finished my 10th grade. Uh, and then I had a summer job, though it was in my within families, but I started working at a very young age. And that helped me. I remember once, and like I said, I never said no to any kind of work that came my way.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I was not a great student in school. As in, you can ask any of my friends, and they'll say Uh, I remember one day my bachelor's result was going to come out, and I didn't go to get the result because my brother was in the same college. And he was looking my name ऊपर से, and he calls, I can't find your name. तो मैंने बोला यार तू ऊपर से देख रहा है कि नीचे से देख रहा है वो बता. बोला मैं ऊपर से देख रहा है. मैं नीचे से देख, दिखेगा तेरे को जल्दी. So नीचे से it was fifth name पे. So imagine like if you have 500 students you have to put in so much effort. ऐसे नीचे से देखना चालू कर जल्दी नाम आए. So there's no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut. कोई भी बंदा रात को एक ही दिन में धीरू भाई अंबानी या मुकेश अंबानी नहीं बन सकता.
Right.
And that is the highest level. Even if you and there's no need for anyone to be in a rat race. I personally feel.
Yes.
Everyone. Again, I don't know much, but I feel everyone is running a rat race. They're running without knowing कि destination क्या है. बस भाग रहे हैं. सुबह उठती है भागते हैं, रात होती है भागते हैं. Like, it is not going to take you anywhere. So everyone has to work hard. You have to go through that grind. And believe me, if the only way you can achieve it, you have to be disciplined in life. You have to get up in the morning and make your own bed. And there's a saying, they say, the reason we tell people to make our own bed in the morning is because अगर पूरा दिन भी अगर आपका अच्छा नहीं गया ना, तो जब आप घर आओगे ना तो बेड जो रहेगा ना, वो एक चीज है, वो अच्छी बनी हुई रहेगी और वो तुमको एक कंफर्ट देगा. You have to do it. And these are basic things. We probably, when we were growing up, our parents used to say bed banao, and we would never think why. And they probably also wouldn't know कि भाई ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं हमको. But because look, when we were growing up, parents in India did not have that exposure or accessibility what today's parents have because of the internet world.
Mm. Right.
So you have to be disciplined, as in you have to have a timetable in life. You cannot be like वो chicken होता है ना, बिना head के इधर उधर भागता है. It is not going to take you anywhere. You have to be disciplined, and I'll tell you one thing: be disciplined in life, be organized, and respect your parents. ये तीन चीज अगर आप दिल से करते हो ना, rest is destiny. Success मिलेगी 100% है, but will you become what you're thinking? Maybe, maybe not. But I'll tell you one thing: your parents' ka blessing and you being disciplined in life can overcome lot of your struggles in life. Lot of your struggles. And there's no shortcut. बाकी तुम बोलोगे यार आज मैं 8 बजे काम पे जाने वाला हूँ, पर मैं आज 11 जाऊंगा क्योंकि मैं कल लेट सोया. That is not going to take you anywhere.
Right.
So you have to have a timetable. Like I go to bed at 8:30 in the night every day.
Okay.
Monday to Sunday, doesn't matter to me. And I'm up 5:15 every day in the morning. So it has been going on like this since 2009.
And this is actually
It
the
took me.
best life, Sleep early, wake up
I have
early is a gift to your body, your life, your
it.
family.
It is. I think getting up in the morning early before the chaos starts is the best thing anyone can do.
Yes.
That 2 hours, जो 2 घंटे मेरे को मिलते हैं सुबह को अपने लिए, I feel so good about it. I go work out, come back, get my son ready, drop him to school while I get ready as well, and we both leave the house together. I feel so good dropping him to school every day. And that is one job I've told my wife never take it away from me, is because I love seeing kids being so happy and going to school. It reminds me of my days, and I feel like यार क्या life है ना, no tension. कुछ पता ही नहीं है आगे क्या होने वाला है. Like आज उठ रहे हैं, backpack ले रहे हैं, school जा रहे हैं. So it is great. I love. So yeah, it is amazing, as and I feel so good dropping him to school every day. It's just they're fresh out of bed and morning breakfast and going to school. Their energy level is very different. And so yeah, I think, yeah, discipline is very important,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's what.
actually even me and my husband, we both go together to drop her. She has a condition that sometimes I just say, when my husband is traveling, he's like, I'll just drop her and move on when he has to go to Mumbai or somewhere. So she's like, no, you both have to come. Especially she wants me to drop. So I take it, morning, you are together and she'll keep talking
Yeah,
and sharing about your school while I'm back home again, picking her from school. They have
yeah,
lots to share, and that's the real
yeah.
quality time you spend with your child, you know?
And I think the innocence
Yes.
level is so nice, right? Where, and I think in my head, ki yaar, obviously we don't remember how we were as kids, but our parents do. But where we like this, I think today's kids, they're like, they are amazing. As in, we don't have to worry about कि ये लोग कुछ करेंगे कि नहीं लाइफ में. I think ये लोग अपने आप ही figure out करके कुछ ना तो कुछ तो कर ही लेंगे.
Yes, yes,
Like,
yes.
जो the amount of tension my mother had for me, uh, I think I'm blessed. I'm in that generation where I don't have to worry much about my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure they'll figure it out. They live in a world where they have so much accessibility to technology and so many things. I'm sure they'll figure out something.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is something what I love spending time with my daughter. I mean,
Yeah,
she wants me to play with her. She wants me to teach her.
yeah,
जितना मेरे से होता है आई ट्राई टू डू माई बेस्ट टिल आई कैन. बाद में तो
yeah,
जब हायर स्टडीज हो गए, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम द सीबीएसई बोर्ड, आई डिड माई एजुकेशन इन
yeah,
स्टेट बोर्ड. एंड ऑब्वियसली
yeah,
आजकल जो पैटर्न है, एजुकेशन सिस्टम इज
yeah,
वेरी डिफरेंट. वी नेवर स्टडीड सो मच. आई कीप टेलिंग माई हस्बैंड, अगर मैंने अपने समय में इतना पढ़ा होता तो पता नहीं क्या बन गई होती. सो
yeah.
आई
As
मीन,
in, I tell my mom the same thing. I said, had I been a good student in school, and good student of life, I would have been a different level right now. But I was not good student in school, but I decided to be a good student of life. So at least I balanced it out.
you,
And
you
I always
yeah,
I always say, right, what education life gives you, no school teaches you. So
100%.
you have to be open and learn and adapt to it very fast, because it will give you few chances, and if you don't take it, then boss, you're on your own.
You've done amazing. See, what I feel, education system can give, see, the good, with the good marks like 100 marks or the good percentage, that does not dignify you. वो ठीक
No,
है,
and
एजुकेशन तक ठीक है, लेकिन अगर आपने प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में, सी व्हाट वी स्टडी एंड द प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ इज एकदम अलग. व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड
yeah,
वर्किंग इन दुबई, मैंने ग्रेजुएशन किया, बट आई वाज फीलिंग लाइक मैंने कुछ लाइफ में पढ़ा भी है या नहीं, बिकॉज आप जो बुक में पढ़ते हो और आप जब प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में करते हो, इट इज वेरी डिफरेंट. व्हाट आई
very
रियलाइज इज द ग्रेड्स विल नॉट मेक योर लाइफ. ओके, एजुकेशन इज इम्पॉर्टेंट
different.
आपको पॉलिश करने के लिए, लेकिन
Yeah.
प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज इज मस्ट.
So education, what it does, right? Again, I don't know if I'm the right person to even talk about it, but education, what it does the groundwork for you. It makes your
Yes.
ground, your base needs to be strong. Uh, but it is very different. It is life is completely very, very different, and every day there's a new challenge. Every day, it is like, agar I say ki there's no nothing monotonous about life. There's no, besides your routine, and uh, everything is different. Every day there's a new challenge. So you want to make sure you wake up on the right side of the bed, every time, to make sure every day it goes smoothly.
Yeah. See, my realization towards life, my experiences is that okay, education's a even I think it for my daughter now. If I would have scored the best in college, right? And I know nothing in the practical world, how will it help me? कुछ नहीं
nothing.
होता, क्योंकि जब मैं दुबई में गई, मैंने देखा जॉब करने के समय मुझे से लगता था मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है। बट इट्स नॉट दैट आई गेव अप। आई लर्न सो मच। आई ग्रू इन माई लाइफ। तो आपका
मैं
एजुकेशन
तो
इम्पोर्टेंट है, लेकिन आपको हर रोज अपने आप को पॉलिश करना है टू गेट दैट ग्रो।
yeah,
विदाउट
yeah.
दैट यू
And
कैन नॉट लिव।
I say the same thing to my son. I was like, I'm not asking you to get 10 out of 10 or
यस।
100 out of 100. Get me 70, I'm happy. Get me 75, I'm happy. No need कि यार 100 out of 100 आना है। तुम उसको 100 out of 100 आने के लिए you're taking away his childhood from him. ना वो दोस्तों के साथ खेल सकता है, ना कोई दूसरा क्लास जा सकता है। there's so much pressure on kids. Like क्यों? Yeah. Eventually they will become what they have to. As parents we can give them the best, but I think my thought processes, and I tell him also, and I tell my wife also, let him fall, no problem. Let him fall. There's no need for him to get everything that he asks for. Like if I open my Amazon cart right now, ना $1,000 का सामान उसमें पड़ा रहेगा. But does he get it? No. Hey, when are you buying it? I ordered it. They're not delivering. Why? Oh, you haven't been focusing on school, or I'll make something. So if he does something good, you know,
या।
for doing good, I'll give him something. And he's 8 years old. I've never bought him anything till today myself. My wife would have bought it as mother. She would have bought it, but this is the first time I've actually taken him shopping to get clothes for school. I don't even know his shoe size. I don't know what t-shirt size he wears or what jeans size. This was the first time in my life that I say, okay, let me do his shopping. So I'm least interested. I don't want to know what he gets, what he doesn't get, but he does good. We get him something and the budget is $10, nothing more than that. उसमें ही मैं उसको बोलता हूँ तू डॉलर स्टोर चल, तेरे को 10 चीज मिलेगी,
सही बात है।
है ना?
हम्म।
तो बट नाउ he's 8 years old, he's grown up. तो डॉलर स्टोर की चीजें उसको
नहीं समझ आती।
नहीं समझ आती. So I said, oh dad, I don't get anything in $10. I said, okay, you keep $10. तू और अच्छा करेगा तो मैं तेरे को और 10 दूंगा आगे चल. फिर तेरे ऊपर है, तेरे को उससे क्या लेना है, 20 में
हम्म।
तो मिल ही जाता है कुछ ना तो कुछ.
हम्म।
तो he's not, even though he's the only child, there's no special treatment, no nothing. We live very practically, and there's no pressure to perform. Like you have to do good. That's all I care. But do I want him to get 100 out of 100? No. If he gets it, fine by himself. But I have no expectation that he should get 100 out of 100. I want 70, I want 60. It is fine. Because वो उसके साथ दो तीन चीजें और भी तो कर रहा है ना यार. Like he plays good soccer. He does good karate. He does swimming. तो अगर वो 100 में से 100 लाने जाएगा तो वो तीन चीज नहीं करेगा.
हम्म।
तो वो तीन चीज इज मोर equally important, because sports also teaches you a lot in life. A lot.
यस यस।
It will teach you how to work in a team. It will teach you how to understand defeat in life, and how to fall and get up and enjoy the other person's success, which we don't do it, but I think, and it keeps you grounded.
यस यस।
It's the sports is the best level, I would say, to keep you on the ground.
So does he also like cricket like you?
No, he doesn't like cricket. He watches cricket with me. His favorite is, or I would say, used to be Virat Kohli. Uh, he was a big fan of Virat Kohli until few months ago. Uh, but he watches soccer nowadays. His favorite player is Ronaldo.
ओके, ग्रेट। अभी देखो
Yeah.
इन बच्चों को अभी से ही सब कुछ पता है, इतना क्लैरिटी हमारे समय नहीं थी।
हाँ, बिकॉज हमको एक्सपोजर नहीं था ना यार.
राइट।
हमारे टाइम पे तो केबल तभी न्यू न्यू आ रहा था.
हम्म। हम्म। राइट।
तो-
सो नाउ
और यहाँ
नाउ
पे तो
Yeah. So now when your child is doing all that and what we could not do, how do you feel? क्योंकि मेरी बेटी भी
I
ऐसा बहुत कुछ करती है जो मैंने नहीं किया. एक्चुअली
I
हमें
feel
पता ही
great.
नहीं था हमें करना क्या है. सच बात तो ये है.
मे, मेरे को तो आज तक नहीं पता है, to be honest. No, I have no clarity. I just get up in the morning and, I'll tell you one thing. I'm thankful to God, and I think it is my parents' blessing that a person like me has survived in this world, to be honest. With bare minimum, I think I'm the least educated person in my whole family. If you take it from my grandfather ke time se, I think I'm the least educated person. If you take my brother, you take my first cousin into consideration, you take my dad, my uncle, I think I'm the least educated person in the family. And I think for me to be on your show also is like, I was delaying it. I was like, मैं बात क्या करूँगा? So, but yeah, I think they should, once they understand, as in, they're still young, they're 8 years old. I think if they understand things, they should grab the opportunity that comes in their way
Yes.
with 2, 4, 6, 8 hands if possible, and you know, and have a clarity at least कि करना क्या है आपको लाइफ में. Like if you want to become a doctor, become a doctor. You want to become a engineer, become an engineer. यार कुछ भी करना है, पर have a clarity. Don't do A and then say, yeah, this A is not something that I wanted to do. Then go on B. Then put some effort in B. यार छोड़ यार ये भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. Then C. तो वो फिर you're wasting time.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the parents ka thing come into play. Till that time, they have their own journey. Let them do it. And if they need anything, we're always there. ज़्यादा pamper नहीं करना चाहिए.
But see, you keep telling about your education. मुझे कुछ ऐसा I don't see any drawback about. See, what you're saying is least education. उस समय पे सब कुछ चल जाता था. Okay. अब
हाँ.
जब मैंने ग्रेजुएशन की तो बिग डील था. तब वो एमबीए सबका ट्रेंड नहीं था. मतलब मैंने ग्रेजुएशन किया, आई वाज हाईली क्वालिफाइड. ओके. अब
Yeah.
तो ये लोग पता नहीं क्या क्या करते हैं. मुझे तो कोर्सेज भी नहीं पता क्योंकि मेरी अभी तक बहुत छोटी है. तो मैं अभी चिल मारती हूँ. जब वो उसका टाइम आएगा तो मैं अपने आप को
Yeah.
या आई विल पॉलिश माई.
Yeah.
फिलहाल गो विद द.
My point is, like, if you have any, say, for example, you have a viewer who is probably watching your show and who is like, oh yeah, I'm not good in studies and this and that. So to him, it is like, don't worry, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Will you figure it out? But you'll figure it out, provided you're disciplined and you're open to learn. So that's how it is. Yeah.
Okay, so now what is your message for the viewers? How should they take life as?
Life as it's very to each to its own, but I would say be honest and be grounded. Be honest to yourself, not to being honest to world is different. Be honest to yourself and be grounded and have no grudges or ego for anyone, because life में कब किसकी किधर जरूरत पड़ जाए, you never know. So हंसी खुशी अच्छी तरीके से रहो, because you never know कल होना हो.
Hello. I
Same.
I love the way you keep emphasizing on discipline. That is what I
Yeah, it
always
is.
follow.
That it is very important.
What does emphasizing mean?
I'll tell you later. Can I finish?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I did shower though.
Good.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's a wonderful talk show with you, and I also got to know lots of things from you today, and I'm
Yeah.
really
Thank
happy
you.
to see the wonderful changes in you. And
No, thank you.
you don't need to say that, okay, I was the least educated. Doesn't matter, because what you
Yeah.
had to become, you've already become. Again, I would say
Yes.
the degree or the paper cannot rectify you. वो
Yeah.
आपका image is different. What you do in reality, the practical life is different. I was an average
Absolutely.
student, but what today I have done in my life, I feel I feel blessed.
Yeah.
I never
No,
look,
and that,
you know.
yeah, and again, I'm very happy and I'm very content in life. And that's why I'm not in the rat race. And I always say this to everyone. I said, मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कौन किधर है. All I want is everyone to grow and everyone to be happy.
Yes.
That is, I'm the most happiest person if someone else is growing. If I can help him grow, I'm more than happy to contribute in his growth as well. As in, I have no problem with me. And that's why, I'm very content in life and I'm very happy. I'm at a very happy space right now, to be honest.
That's what is needed, no? If you're not
Yeah,
contented
yeah,
about life, you can
yeah,
never be happy.
yeah.
That's a simple
And
formula of life.
because it is a never-ending story,
Yes.
सबको सब चाहिए लाइफ में. आपको A भी चाहिए, B भी चाहिए, Z भी चाहिए, but you have to draw a line, otherwise life will draw a line on you. That's what I feel. And after COVID, things have changed very much as well. I was in a rat race till COVID. After COVID, I've changed. I
So
don't know if I'm
COVID
going to
gave you a
get up to.
lesson. COVID gave you a
No,
lesson.
it was something that we have never heard of, right? Something the whole world is shut, and
Right.
imagine. So it changed a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So this has been really encouraging show, and I'm sure the people
Thank
will
you, thank you.
also, they will enjoy listening to your show. And
Perfect.
anything more you want to share before we
No, I
end?
think it was great. It was great talking to you for good 1 hour, 1.5 hour, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have spoken so much ever. So it was
Yeah.
very nice to connect, and I hope it you do good in whatever you're doing, and
Thank you.
hope to see you soon. Yeah.
Surely, surely, surely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we wish you all the good luck for your family and your future
Thank
life.
you.
And
Thank you.
lots of blessings to say.
I'll take all the good wishes and blessings.
Thank you so much. Thank you. With this, we end
Thank
the
you. Thank
show.
you so much.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Bye
Bye. Hare Krishna.
bye 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 bye. Hare Krishna. Bye.